The NFL on EA Sports as we get a rematch of the helmet catch game. Super Bowl 42. It's the New York Giants and the New England Patriots next on Madden Football.
You're getting a look at the most famous building in Foxborough. Opened in 2002, it's Gillette Stadium. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over him for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
We're just seconds away from getting this one started. And we're off and running from Gillette. Return starts from the goal line. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. So out come the Giants, their first drive of the game coming up. And leading them out, someone playing at a high level over a decade after entering the league. He's got a Super Bowl to his name. It's Russell Wilson.
Kate, Russell Wilson's one of the NFL's most experienced quarterbacks. He's also one of the winningest quarterbacks, even with a couple bumps in the road in Denver. Remember, over that decade in Seattle with Pete Carroll and the Legion of Boom, there wasn't a quarterback that won more games in the history of the league over the first 10 years. 9 times to the Pro Bowl as well. Put a supporting cast around him, give him a run game in the defense, and Russell Wilson still knows very well how to play this game.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's first down. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for second down. Here's Tracy once more. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Christian Gonzalez getting there for the tackle. They'll get that yard back, but no more. It's 3rd and 10.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he sets them back to begin this drive. That kick goes out, and I'd call it about the 12-yard line. So now it's the Patriots' turn to head out for the first time on offense. Leading them out, someone with a big arm and a field general's mindset, Drake May.
Drake entered the league as a top 5 pick because he checks a lot of boxes. Just the way you want him. Tall, athletic, great arm. 1 year at North Carolina, put on an absolute show. And yeah, 2nd year as a starter took a little bit of a beating and some question whether or not he was still a top 5 pick. The ability, there's no question there. It is now the consistency in taking care of the football that will be a big part of Drake's career.
Space on the right, he's got room. Into the red zone. He will go. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Romo adds the point after. And the Patriots will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. The Giants taking the field for their second possession. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. 1st and 10 now from the 30. A handoff to Tracy. Oh, what a stiff arm! That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it, and that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First down, here's Russ. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Another try following the sack. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Russ now from the gun. That's caught for the first. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York! The Giants cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. Yeah. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants tie this game 7-7. Gano ready to send this away. This is taken in at the 13. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. New England taking the field, its 2nd series of the game coming up. Well, Brock, it only took them 1 play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out. He'll run for the first time here with Antonio Gibson. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Tyler Nubin with the tackle.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Second and 6 now. He's going deep this time. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. May now from the gun. He's got the hook up to Bourne. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First and 10 from the 41.
Here we go.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know what that felt like to me, Kate? That felt like a little bit of overthinking, where he's just waiting for the perfect lane and the breakaway run. But against defenses in this league, you hesitate, you get tackled for a loss.
Come on, set. Check go.
Second and 12 behind the sticks. Buys time, rolling right. That throw behind his intended target.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and out third down.
Let's go now. Head the street. Ready?
Operating from the gun, here's May. And they can't connect on the third down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got fourth down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And the Giants are going to take over with a lot of field ahead of them. And the drive will start out with a first and 10. Now here's Russ. The screen pass falls incomplete.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. From the gun, it's Wilson. He puts some air under this one, deep right. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And things look tougher now with third and long.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up fourth down.
With the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, and it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. 58 yards on the punt there. And the Pats will take over. Here's New England, ready once again on offense. Now their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away.
Set. Viking 18. Go.
To the air on first down, May. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Demario Douglas, the intended target. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Ready.
Now the first carry of the game for Ramondre Stevenson. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Micah McFadden able to make the play.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And the Giants going nickel, third down coming. From the gun, it's May. Forced out to his right. Oh, he's going to run for it. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Patriots will have a first down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Here we
First down throw for May. That's to his running back, Antonio Gibson. And they get this down to the 28. They gain 14 on the play. And that's a New England first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
Set. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
May on first and 10. He beams one deep right side. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. The give inside to Stevenson. And the struggles from the last play carry into this one. This also just gets back to the line.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. May now. Completes beyond the marker. And he's into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots break the tie here in the first. A quick second score for him, Brock, already. And we aren't even out of this opening quarter yet.
I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game plan down on the sidelines, because you got to find some new resources here. You got to dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker, because we know in this league, when you get a guy going like this, they're going to go to him until you stop him.
Romo on to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Patriots take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense all set to get started. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap for Wilson. That pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
From the gun, it's Tracy. We're working a couple of yards past the line. Tracked down by Robert Spillane. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Wilson now from the gun. On the slant, complete to Johnson. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Giants will have a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Wilson now, 1st and 10. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. With third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Ross off the play fake. That one's complete, right side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Wilson to throw again. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. More from Gillette Stadium in just a minute. Second quarter about to get underway, and an opportunity to score here for the Giants. Once more, it's Wilson. He has it at the 5! And this is down all the way to the 3. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Tracy runs in for the New York touchdown. The Giants can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Gano for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants tie things up at 14. Gano ready to send this away. Return starts from the goal line. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The New England offense running out now. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Go!
May has him on the quick hitter. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Drew Phillips making the tackle.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Go!
On play action, here's May. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
May now on 3rd down. Cut by Diggs. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Gibson here from the gun. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Not in a time crunch just yet, but they're hurrying to the line anyway.
15 more yards. That's another Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Going play action, May. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Let's go now.
This is Stevenson heading right. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Kate, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
3rd and long for him here. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
They have themselves another 1st and 10.
Ready? 70 Lions. Ready?
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Shut up. Panther 60. Check go.
From the 19. Pass taken in by Diggs. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Here we go, shot. Check. Ready?
They'll run, Gibson. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. Give him just 1 yard, I think, on the run. Still some work to do here on 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6.
Set. Cougar 19. Go.
Here's the pistol snap to May. Throw reeled in by Stevenson. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal.
Set. Ready?
Gibson, and he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. No gain on the run, and how about this? It brings up 4th and goal from the 1.
4th and goal.
Well, this defense simply outplayed the offense here on these first 3 downs. And now they put this offense in the unenviable position of deciding what to do on 4th and goal.
Ready.
4th and goal, too good to pass up. I love this. They're going for it and the lead.
Ready.
May throwing for it. And he brings it in for a New England touchdown. The Patriots take a second quarter lead. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
Romo's point after is good. And the Patriots break that tie and now lead by 7. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Kickoff taken at the 13. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Giants and Tyrone Tracy are running back on now. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch your breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
First down throw from Wilson. He finds Slayton. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Following that completion, a member of the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Play action, it's Wilson. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
From the 44 here on 2nd down. Connects with Slayton. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a pickup of 11. And it's good enough for a New York first down. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Gillette. The Giants in need of some points before the break. New set of downs for him from the 46. Running back sent in motion. Wilson on 1st and 10. Neighbors with the catch. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Christian Gonzalez getting there for the tackle.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Russ is cooking again. Avoids the sack. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Throwing on 3rd, Wilson. Finds a man right side. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Give him 13 on that play. And the Giants will have a first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Throwing again, here's Wilson. Escapes the pocket. Now he takes it. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. They get 13 on the pickup, and it's good enough for a New York first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
From the red zone now. The throw is caught, and they bring him down at the 7-yard line. The Giants using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Russ now from the gun. He's on the move. And they take this in for the score. The Giants earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Russell Wilson with the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist, and you got to be an artist that can create when things break down, and that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft it and try to stick him deep. Gano ready to send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. The Patriots back on offense late in the first half. And they've got a little over 30 seconds to work with.
Go!
May on 1st and 10. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete.
You know, it's tough to succeed at linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
Let's go!
Putting a receiver in motion. May trying again here on 2nd. On the move, headed right. He's going to keep it this time. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Here we go! Here we go!
Made out a throw on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st to 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Come on! Set! Set, go!
From the gun, it's May. Completed over the middle. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
I love throwing on 1st down, and when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go now! Set up!
Early movement along the right side. The flag comes out.
Ball start, offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker.
Set!
May now from the gun. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. Clean breakup on that throw. So now it's 2nd and long.
Well, the QB right there, he put it pretty close to the sidelines to begin with. And the defender, well, that was a nice job. Just simply put a hand out there and let me just encourage the ball to fall incomplete.
Ready? Go!
To the air yet again, May. He's gonna push one deep down the right. And that's gonna be knocked away, incomplete. We have reached halftime. Already a full game's worth of excitement in just 2 quarters. Now down the coast we go to Orlando, Florida, in our studio there. Jonathan Coachman waiting by with the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the Halftime Report.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Patriots offense out there to start this 3rd quarter. It's all squared up again following that touchdown, partner, so some added importance on this series. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Set up!
Operating from the gun, here's May. Diggs there to bring it in. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Here we go, set!
To the air on 1st down, May. That'll be complete to Gibson. Still has some space inside the 35. And he's taken down at the 30. Give him 13 on that play. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Here's 2nd and 11. That's complete to Diggs on the slant. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that gives them 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Ready?
Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal.
Go!
Stevenson does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Let's go! Let go!
Here's May, 3rd and goal. And he brings it in for a New England touchdown. The Patriots take the lead right away in half number 2. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Romo adds the point after. And the Patriots break that tie and now lead by 7. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. This is taken in at the 13. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Wilson. Into the hands of Neighbors. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Tracked down by Robert Spillane. Second down now, 7 to go.
Go, 14.
They send a receiver in motion right. Here's 2nd and 7. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. First down throw from Wilson. Got a man, Robinson has it. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Tracked down by Robert Spillane. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Once more, it's Wilson. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Tackled by Keon White there.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he will go down. The Patriots make the play. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
The Giants are set to punt. It's going to be Jamie Gillen doing the honors. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. Begins his return at the 16. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. The Patriots and quarterback Drake May ready to go once more on offense. They've certainly had no issue scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
A give up the middle to Gibson. And they had that one contained right at the line. He was brought down by Roy Robertson Harris. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
2nd and 10 now. Throw left side, cut by Douglas. Free inside the 30. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
Let's go now.
1st down from the red zone. Has it in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Here's made in the air. And he scores. It's a New England touchdown. The Patriots take a 13-point lead. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Romo on to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Patriots double their lead to 14. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Has it at the 11. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. The Giants about to get to work on offense. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. A give to Tracy up the middle. His push straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Jack Gibbons in on the tackle. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Wilson now from the gun. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the 1st down.
First down, here's Russ. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
They call play action. Would have been better to actually give it to him on a carry right there, Kate. The front was fooled for about a split second, if that. And that play call ended up working in their favor as it leads to a sack.
Trying again following the sack. And this one won't be caught, but we got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived.
Defense.
And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give them that first down. First and 10 for him now, following the penalty. Russ now from the gun. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. He's got it deep downfield. And he will score. Touchdown, New York. The Giants shrinking the lead some in the third. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Gano for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.